Hey y'all, thank you for clicking on this video. This is episode 1 of what I am calling Subabrew Adventures. My name is Josh, and this here is my Subabrew because it's a Subaru and I like coffee. In these episodes, I'm going to be camping, finding good coffee from local coffee roasters, and trying all the different ways in which you can brew coffee. I really hope to just find cool places and find a good cup of coffee. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy these episodes. Just now getting into Siloam Springs, and I used to live here for about a year, and while I lived here I went to this local coffee shop. They're a roaster called Poor John's. If you live in Siloam, you know about it. It's a really amazing shop. So for the first episode, we're going to be using their coffee. We're going to pick up a bag of beans. I'm going to get myself a sweet treat. If you know me, you know I love a sweet treat, and that will be for later tonight. So we're about to pull up and get the goods. Just got the coffee, got myself a cold brew, and a brown sugar pecan scone. That will be for later. So I gotta stop by Walmart real quick, and then we're gonna head to our campsite about 10-15 minutes away, and then we'll get situated. So we made it to camp, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get this set up so I can sleep in it before the sun goes down. But we still have about 2 hours left of sunlight. It got up to about 80 degrees today, and I think it's gonna get to like 56 degrees tonight. So I have this fan that I'm gonna use tonight, but honestly, may not even need it. Maybe the first half of the night, but I think it's gonna get pretty cold, so we'll see how it is. I've been waiting to camp until the weather gets to how it is now, because it's been way too hot to camp in my car. So let's get set up. Alright, so for those of you who did not watch my other video of me giving a tour, here's just a quick look at what we got going on here. So you have my bed that folds out. I have my water jug. I've got supplies here. I've got more supplies here. And then in here, got my fan. I'm about to hang up some curtains. Let me grab those real quick. Boom. 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 Got curtains. Close that. So here's what it's gonna look like with the curtains up. There's still open space from those windows, but I have the very front covered and at least the side windows covered, so at least it's something. And I mean, it's pretty cozy. Now it is time for me to kind of elaborate a little bit more about what this series is. I have a few goals I would love to share with you guys as I'm going throughout this series, and the goals are this. Number one is to get outside and to explore nature, right? Discover the places that are close to home. So I live in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and today we're just on the other side of the border in Oklahoma. It only took a little over an hour to get here. And so one of my goals is to get outside. Another goal I have is to explore all the different ways of brewing coffee. There are tons of different ways to brewing coffee. I'm a barista, so I brew coffee all the time at the coffee shop. And there are so many ways to make coffee, so many fun ways, so many ways that work really well and make good coffee, ways that maybe don't make the best coffee, but I want to go through and try all the different ways, see what I like, see what works, what doesn't. So that's another goal. Explore the different ways to make coffee. Another goal is to find my favorite coffee. I've been a barista for maybe a little over 3 years, and I'll be honest, I'm still not even sure what notes of coffee I really like the best. So I want to go through and try a bunch of different coffees. Do I like more nutty coffees? Do I like more fruity coffees? Do I like more acidic coffees, more bitter? I mean, there's so many different coffees out there. I have an idea of what I like, but I want to take you guys on this journey of me trying to find my favorite coffee. And along with that one is discovering local coffee roasters. There are plenty of amazing coffee roasters out there, and so I want to bring attention to those roasters. So as I mentioned before, today's episode is Poor John's in Siloam Springs, and that is the coffee that we're going to use in this episode. Tomorrow morning I will brew up a cup of coffee using a brewing method that I will let you guys know. I want to discover local roasters and support these small coffee companies. And lastly, this one's a little silly. I've brought my laptop and I've downloaded Minecraft, and I've never beat the game. I enjoy playing. I've always built houses, played with friends, and I've actually never beat the game. I'm gonna pull up my laptop later tonight, and I have a pad that rests on my lap and I have a mouse. We're going to try to beat that game. If not in this episode and episodes to come, but that's another goal. Hopefully you better understand what's happening in these episodes, and if you guys have any suggestions on places to try, whether that be camping or places to go for coffee, other local roasters in the Northwest Arkansas area, leave those down below in the comments. I'd love to try different places and different coffees, and if you have a favorite brewing method that you want me to try, comment it down below and I want to try that. Tonight we're gonna take it easy. I'm gonna cook dinner here in a bit, but we're just gonna relax. All right, so right now I'm just chilling, got the fan going. The car's on so I can charge my phone, but it's really comfortable in here. This is what we're working with right here. This out. Oh yeah, super comfortable. All right, so I'm gonna go explore the campground a little bit, find a bathroom, and there's a reason I picked this place, and it's because there is a waterfall. So I'm gonna go check out the waterfall, find a bathroom, and then when I get back, I'm gonna start cooking up some dinner. So I did bring something with me that I was hoping I would be able to use, and I just figured out I will be able to use it. I brought a basketball because there's a basketball goal. I love sports, but you can't really throw the baseball with yourself. You can't play pickleball by yourself, so basketball, I can do that by myself, and I am all by myself. Which is fine. That's the way I like it. So I will be doing that in the morning for sure. No swimming or wading. Dang it. All right, so I hiked a little further down, but I need to head back. I could go back the way I came. I came along this little creek, or I could cross, and I see another trail that I think will take me right back to my car. So I don't know, we're gonna cross the stream. Okay, that was really steep, but and a gamble, but I think it paid off because check this out. Also, look how beautiful this is. But I see RVs right over here, which means the car is not far. How amazing. There's the car. Dinner is done. Let's turn this bad boy off. Ooh, baby. Just finished up, basically. I almost forgot. The maple pecan scum. So this is from Poor John's. And this is gonna be my dessert. So, cheers. It's pretty dry, but it's scone. Scones are usually pretty dry. Really good flavor though. Time to turn in for the night. And about to play some Minecraft. And we're gonna try to beat the game. Yeah, close one. Oh. Good morning, y'all. So, time to get into it. We bought some Nicaragua coffee. It says that these are tasty notes of raspberry, roasted on 820, so pretty fresh. Oh, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So that's actually perfect. So we're gonna get into this. A few things we're gonna need. We have our scale. Today we're gonna be using the Kaleta Wave. So very basic brewing method, but we're gonna start off easy and we're gonna work our way into some really fun stuff, I hope, in the future. So a Kaleta Wave is what I use at home. The water is boiling, and we're gonna be using this in a lot of my episodes to grind the coffee. So this is a hand grinder. You've probably seen me use it before in my other videos. Oh, that smells nice. Give that a smell. That's good. This looked to be like a good medium roast. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I will also leave in the description recipes for these brewing methods. So for a pour over, I like to do a 1:16 ratio. So for every 1 gram of coffee, we're gonna do 16 grams of water. We're gonna weigh out into the grinder 15 grams of coffee. You'd want this really a medium setting on the grind, maybe closer to fine. Our water is boiled. I'm gonna transfer the water into a kettle because you really need a good kettle. So oh yeah, that looks great. So we're gonna put the Kaleta on top of our mug, and you want to pre-wet your filter. And then make sure to get rid of any excess water. And then we're going to take our coffee grounds. Got 15 grams. Even out that bed. All right, here we go. We're going to go all the way 15 grams times 16. We're going to go to 240 grams of water. So here we go. And I'm also going to time it. And we want to shoot for around 3 minutes. So for the first initial pour, I pour about 80 grams, and then I give it about 30 seconds for what we call the bloom phase. So we're gonna let the coffee release any CO2 gases. And then after 30 seconds, I'll continue with the pour. Then for breakfast, we have some oatmeal. Super easy. Time to enjoy my cup of coffee and my breakfast. So there's a lot that goes into coffee, and a huge thing that it really affects coffee is temperature. And as this cools down, a lot of those notes are starting to come out. Oh yeah, I won't say it's one of my favorites, but it's a good cup of coffee. I'm gonna finish up my cup of coffee, finish my oatmeal, and then I will probably get the car packed up, and then, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna go play some basketball before I head out. So hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I have more ideas, more episodes to come, and so stay tuned for those. Thank you guys for watching.